Hello, I'm WBZ TV meteorologist Barry Burbank, and I have a forecast for the rest of this Saturday and the rest of your Independence Day weekend and into much of the upcoming week of the first week of July. So happy July, everybody. Let's take a look at the latest sunsets of the year. Of course, they are still happening. The very latest sunset was last Monday when it was almost up at 8:26, and it just trickles back slowly initially. So we're still running at 8:25 today. But of course, the daylight is decreasing already. It certainly was great in the recent months tracking the daylight as it was increasing going through time and talking about how much more it was going to increase, and now it's going the other way, which we don't like to see. But anyway, we've already had a daylight decrease of almost 5 minutes today since the longest day of the year. Now, your last 8 o'clock sunset will be on August 4th. Planning ahead, your last 7 o'clock sunset will be on September 11th. So we got a long way to go, but you know how fast time goes by, so it won't be long before we're there. So we'll enjoy every single day and every single second of sunshine we can get here. We certainly had a lot of rain in June. Now that June is a done deal, it's over with. We had 4.85 inches of rain in Boston, and many areas had more than that. Some areas had a little bit less, but certainly was a wet month with a departure here of about 1.17 inches in Boston. And last June, we only had 1.33 inches total for the whole month. Of course, we know what happened last year. It was a bad drought around here, but not happening. It's not in the works this year. We're having a warmer June than we had last year as well, with the departure plus 1.8. Last year, there was a plus departure, but it was only 0.7. So we didn't have any days over 90 last June, but this June we had 4 days over 90. We may add another day to the seasonal total tomorrow when it may strike 90 degrees. That would bring the total number of days up to 8, assuming we get that 90 in Boston. And that would match what we had for the entire season back in 2014. But we're not going to have as many 90-degree days in July this year. Last year we had 12 of them. Don't see us getting anywhere near that many this July. We'll have some, but not 12. Today we will not get there. It'll be in the upper 80s for the most part, 87s to 88s in a few areas. But as you go farther to the south, south of the Mass Pike, and get closer to the New England South Coast, of course, it's cooler down there, 76 to 80 in most spots, and even Nantucket will be 71. It's humid everywhere, and it's going to stay that way tonight and tomorrow. These are the highs across the nation for July 1st. Typical July weather, and might even say in a few spots even a little bit cooler than you might expect, but for the most part it's summery, and it's very humid in the eastern seaboard. It's drier out in the Midwest, and that drier air is on its way for New England. So in this muggy air mass, and a front approaching from the west always has the triggering mechanism for showers and thunderstorms to start developing. But we're going to see most of the action in New York State and into western New England. You'll see into the evening hours, 8 to 10 o'clock this evening, those showers and storms will be progressing eastward, much like they did last night, but maybe a little bit later than they were last night. Nevertheless, there could be some local downpours, not lasting too long, but passing through, and I doubt there would be any severe weather in the eastern part of New England from these storms. Now, in the early morning hours, some more showers will come up across Cape Cod, southeastern Massachusetts, and then they will move out to sea around daybreak, and the drier air will be slowly seeping in from the west. So when you start up tomorrow morning, it's still going to be very humid, but the air will gradually dry out during the day with decreasing dew points, and with quite a bit of sunshine developing during the day after some early morning cloudiness departs. So just a few patches of puffy clouds may form during the day, and we'll start out Monday morning in pretty good shape as well, with quite a bit of sunshine. So beach and boating for your Saturday. Around 86 at many east coastal beaches, around 78 at south-facing beaches. Water temperatures now between 59 and 66. We've got a low tide at midday around noontime. High this evening at 6:25 with a south-southwest wind at 10 to 20 with a few higher gusts past 25. Some of the seas are running 2 to as high as 4 feet. So especially at south-facing beaches, the risk of rip currents is greater there than at some east coastal beaches. But of course, always watch it in every single location. Cape Cod and the islands will see some fog tomorrow morning in some locations, and perhaps some departing showers first thing. Otherwise, Monday looks really good. In the meantime, let's talk about the humidity, as it's really starting to be very high this afternoon, with these dew points climbing up into the low 70s or so, 71 to 73, really sticky, sticky air. And that will last through the nighttime hours as well. Now, tomorrow morning, the very high humidity is going to slowly be shoved eastward by drier air coming in from the west. Dew points falling through the 60s, still considered moderate humidity, but may drop into the upper 50s tomorrow afternoon, so that would be a much nicer feel to the air. Our low temperatures tonight, similar to last night, upper 60s and lower 70s. Daytime highs tomorrow would be near 90 degrees, so that is a chance that we would, if we hit 90, it would be the 8th time this season. So for the 4th of July, fantastic, splendid weather with low humidity, right around 83, sunny to partly cloudy sky, no chance of any rain. It'll be in the mid-70s or so at many coastal locations in the afternoon because there will be a sea breeze. So there you have it for the next 7 days. On Monday, there could be a scattered shower or thunderstorm as a weak disturbance moves on by, but most of those should be gone by the time any communities have their fireworks displays Monday evening, and should be just fine in Boston for the concert on the Esplanade and the fireworks displays on Tuesday evening. Wednesday, dry air will continue, a little bit cooler at the coast, but otherwise lower 80s inland. Then the muggies come back on Thursday with lots of showers and storms. Some of that rain could be heavy late in the day and at night. That's the way it looks right now. You can watch WBZ News at 6 and 11 o'clock this evening, also at 8 o'clock on MyTV 38 for the latest news and weather updates. Have a nice and happy and safe Independence Day weekend.